Hello everyone, this is Jess from J Rose Alchemic Art and welcome back to another video. In this one I am going to be making my very first attempt with using my kind of new and improved office space and hopefully baking some fun little clay friends in my toaster oven for the very first time. I've not ever tried to bake anything with polymer clay in a toaster oven. I've only ever used like our regular convection oven. So I'm very curious to see how it'll go. But we also have some other like kind of fun life updates and fall things in between as well. So we're actually going to get started real quick with my graduation that I just celebrated a little bit ago. So let's go ahead and hop right into that.
To earn what you have found, and you have found your voice. No one
Good morning everyone. I feel like it's been a very long time since I've been on camera, probably because it has been, but I wanted to come on very briefly to kind of document this process and kind of see how it goes together. But I have sculpted a couple of little friends here. I have one little pumpkin ghost, hopefully you guys can see him, and then one little graduation ghost that is a prize for my Draw This in Your Style that I held on Instagram. But yeah, this is actually the first time that I'm gonna try and bake it in our little toaster oven that we have here. I have never actually done that in just a regular toaster oven. I kind of wanted to get away from continually baking it in our own like oven that we use with kind of like cooking in general. So I ended up using like an old toaster oven that we had. So we're gonna see if hopefully that it still bakes and everything well and like there's no issues or cracking or burning, hopefully. I hope not. But figured I would go ahead and have you guys hop along for the process and kind of see what happens. So I'm excited to see if it hopefully goes well. I think that it will be fine, but first time for everything, right? So yeah, I've gone ahead and opened up the Black & Decker here. That is like the little toaster oven that we have. And yeah, I had a feeling. I kind of just guessed how much, how much I would need for parchment paper. It's been a hot minute since I've used parchment paper too. So I'm gonna maybe cut some excess off here and we'll restart. Hold on just a sec. Bit of a redo. I ended up cutting a little bit of the excess off of the parchment paper, so I think that is gonna fit a little bit better now. But let's see. Oh yeah, way easier. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy in there and see what happens. Okay. So sorry, I don't know why, but my camera was not wanting to focus when I was pulling that stuff out of the oven and trying showing you guys, but I think we were fairly successful with our little new clay friends in the little toaster oven here, so that's very exciting. I am going to go ahead and glaze these so that way I can get it all ready to dry and hopefully get it sent out later in the afternoon, I'm hoping. But yeah, I'm super happy that we had a successful first attempt. I almost did not have a successful attempt when I was pulling this guy out of the oven. Unfortunately, his little mouth, for whatever reason, I've never actually had this happen before whenever I've applied my, facial details to my clay friends. But for whatever reason, the mouth just kind of like fell right off of him, so I'm like, oh my gosh. So I like very quickly went ahead and like re-sculpted it and placed it back on there. So maybe not 100% foolproof, maybe I just needed a little bit more time. I baked it for like probably another 2 to 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm not sure if I just needed more time or but it seems to be okay now. The face has not fallen off again since I've like gotten it out of the oven and let it cool. So could also just be user error, to be honest. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these all glazed up.
breaking his heart. So we just haven't told him. He's like...
Okay.
Yeah, we got a home.
We have successfully acquired a haul. Okay, so it is actually the next day, but our little ghost, graduation ghost, has been successfully glazed and is all finished. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and get ready to start packing everything up here. So I figured I would have you guys kind of follow along as well and see what little things that I add to my packaging, especially since this isn't technically gonna be a shop order. It is more of a thank you for participating in my draw this in your style, and you know, just a nice little way to say thank you. So let's go ahead and get started really quick. I officially have our package all ready to go. I did end up using Pirate Ship to print out the label and everything like that. And It's been a while since I've had to use Pirate Ship. I actually used to use it quite often with my Etsy shop, and it was really helpful and actually did help to save me quite a bit on shipping, especially with like the fees on Etsy and everything like that. So this was I mean, it's always kind of a nice option. But because I haven't used it in a while, because surprisingly enough, Shopify usually offers like a cheaper shipping option half the time. Unfortunately, I forgot how expensive it is to ship to international. The winner of the Australia This in Your Style was international, so I won't give specifics about where they are located, but I forgot how much it costs to ship outside of the US right now. So yeah, most of my orders on my shop have actually been within the US, which is very nice. Usually shipping's not too bad, especially for like a flat poly mailer like this. Like, it's usually only maybe $4 to $5, not too bad. And that's what's reflected on my shipping in my shop as well. However, to ship across to this location, it was about double the projected cost of, you know, the clay item and the stickers. So and it's also interesting to, again, I have not done this in a while. I really probably haven't done it since they have made all of the changes with international shipping, but actually filling out the customs form and like your pricing, what was the cost of it, what is it, the custom ID tag for whatever it is that you're shipping as well. Had not dealt with all of that, so that was definitely interesting. But hey, it's hopefully taken care of, and I'm gonna drop it off here in a little bit. However, one thing that I did want to talk about, ironically enough, the winner of the Draw This in Your Style was a friend that I've known for years on Instagram that also happened to participate in the challenge, and I just absolutely love. I wanted to include my washi tape in like some of the packaging for, you know, sending this off. So I considered either my Spooky Ghost Wizard washi tape or my little Midnight the Ghost Cat washi tape. And I was like, well, I know that this person really loves cats just as much as I do. So I decided to go with Midnight the Ghost Cat for her packaging design. So hopefully they enjoy that quite a bit. But yeah, sorry. Kind of a side tangent. Did I need to explain all of that? No, that was kind of a lot of big overhaul to get into one little detail. But anyway, I am very happy with how everything came together, and I hope that this person really loves their package, especially when they open it. I tried to add some fun things in there, so yes, I'm excited. So yes, I am kind of a little nervous because this is the first time I've packed an international order in a very long time, but I'm hoping that it made it there successfully. I have been kind of keeping an eye on it and like tracking it as it's been moving across. But I also do have one other little surprise that I'm super excited about, and I can't wait to share with you all. But if you have been potentially following my Instagram, if you've maybe seen some of the posts that I have done here on YouTube as well, then you might recognize Lucy here. I had originally actually designed her as a larger plush character, but I wasn't sure how much interest there would be or if anyone would even want to buy her in that big of a size. I actually have her in the background over there on my desk. But I ended up deciding to Midnight the Ghost Cat, her little cat technically, has been really selling well as a plushie keychain. So I decided, well, if I don't know for sure if the larger version is going to go so well, why not make a smaller version that, again, people can use as a keychain. So I am very excited this is our first sample of Lucy. I really love how she turned out. I also love that she's like so tiny and compact that you can like kind of hold her in your hand. But if you also kind of like want to set her down, she can like sit in the palm of your hand just pretty easily. So that's kind of fun too. This sample actually does not have like my little tag or anything. It also doesn't have the back where the actual like loop for the keychain is going to be attached. But I am like super happy with the quality of this plushie anyway. So look forward to that. I was really hoping that it would be here in time for like October and like some of my, you know, Halloween events and what have you. But honestly, I've been working on this for a couple months. We've done like little adjustments here and there. So I'm very happy with how it looks now. But I'm more hopeful that it should hopefully get to me by like you know, definitely before the holiday season, definitely before Christmas, I'm hoping. So yes, if you are at all interested, make sure to keep an eye out for her. I will obviously make sure to post and everything when the rest of the shipment has arrived to me, and you guys can maybe pick one up for yourselves. Regardless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I am looking forward to making a couple more clay friends and just some other fun spooky ideas for like all of the October art prompts that I've been participating in, but also just with getting ready for my next show that's going to be near the end of October. So I hope that you guys look forward to that one. Make sure, if you are not already, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day.